Phylicia Rashad is a $25 million rich American actress and singer who has won multiple Tony Awards. Perhaps the most well-known role for Phylicia Rashad was that of Clair Huxtable in the popular NBC sitcom The Cosby Show. She later reunited with Bill Cosby to reprise her role as Ruth Lucas in the sitcom Cosby on CBS. In addition to her Broadway credits, Rashad has starred in a number of films and television shows, such as Into the Woods, Jelly's Last Jam, Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, and A Raisin in the Sun, for which she received a Tony Award. Early years and the start of a career. In 1948, Phylicia Ayers-Allen gave birth to Phylicia Rashad in Houston, Texas. Her mother, Vivian, is a poet, artist, playwright, and scholar who is nominated for the Pulitzer Prize. Her father, Andrew, was an orthodontist. 3 siblings make up Rashad's family: real estate banker Hugh, actress and choreographer Debbie Allen, and jazz musician brother Tex. Rashad speaks Spanish fluently because his family moved to Mexico when he was growing up. She went to Howard University for her college education, earning a BFA in 1970 with honors. Following the release of the disco concept album Josephine Superstar in 1978, Rashad gained notoriety for her performances on Broadway in the 1980s. Her early credits include playing Dina Jones in Dreamgirls, where she understudied Cheryl Lee Ralph, and spending nearly 4 years as a Munchkin in The Wiz. Theater achievements. As Rashad's career took off, she played in Broadway versions of Tracy Letts, August, Osage County, Stephen Sondheim's Into the Woods, and George C. Wolfe's Jelly's Last Jam. She achieved a new career high in 2004 when she played the lead in a revival of A Raisin in the Sun. Rashad made history by becoming the first Black actress to win the Tony Award for Best Actress in a play for her portrayal of Lena Younger. She was a nominee for the same award the following year for her role in August Wilson's Gem of the Ocean. Rashad has also performed on Broadway in Melvin Van Peebles' Ain't Supposed to Die a Natural Death and Tennessee Williams' Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, which co-starred James Earl Jones and Annika Noni Rose. Rashad has also starred in numerous off-Broadway productions, such as the Negro Ensemble Company's Puppet Play, Weep Not for Me, and In an Upstate Motel, as well as Lincoln Center's Bernarda Alba, Cymbeline and the Duplex, the Public Theater's Helen and Everybody's Ruby, the Manhattan Theater Club's The Sirens, and several others. Rashad has also performed in regional theater at places like Arena Stage in Washington, D.C., and Atlanta's Alliance Theater. Directing theater. Rashad made her directorial debut in 2007 with the Seattle Repertory Theater's Gem of the Ocean. She went on to direct August Wilson's Fences revival at Princeton, New Jersey's McCarter Theater later in 2014. In 2016, Rashad kept her attention on August Wilson's writing when she directed the playwright's Ma Rainey's Black Bottom at the Mark Taper Forum in Los Angeles. Television career. Having been a regular on the ABC soap opera One Life to Live, Rashad's breakthrough television role came in 1984 when she was cast in the NBC sitcom The Cosby Show. The actress portrayed lawyer Clair Huxtable, a mother of 5 children and the wife of Bill Cosby's character, Cliff Huxtable, an obstetrician. Up until 1992, the show ran and Rashad was nominated for 2 Emmy Awards. Rashad starred in the television films Jailbirds, False Witness, Uncle Tom's Cabin, and Polly during this period. In addition, she made 4 appearances as Clair Huxtable in the sitcom A Different World. Entertainer Bill Cosby made a comeback to television in 1996 with the sitcom Cosby on CBS. Rashad was cast as the character's wife, Ruth Lucas. Up until 2000, the program was in place. Later, Rashad made appearances in 3 episodes of the detective series Psych and 1 episode of Everybody Hates Chris. Her Tony Award-winning performance as Lena Younger was revived in 2008 for the television film adaptation of A Raisin in the Sun. Subsequent television credits include Jean-Claude Van Johnson, The Cleveland Show, When We Rise, This Is Us, Station 19, and a recurring role on When We Were Colored, a 1996 period drama, marked Rashad's big screen premiere. In 1999, the comedy Loving Jezebel came after this. In 2010, Rashad starred in 3 films. Tyler Perry's For Colored Girls, which featured an ensemble cast that included Janet Jackson, Kerry Washington, Whoopi Goldberg, and Annika Noni Rose. the Halle Berry drama Frankie and Alice, and the romantic comedy Just Right, starring Queen Latifah and Common. In 2012, Perry and Rashad collaborated once more on his romantic drama Good Deeds. Subsequent credits include the sports drama Creed and its follow-up, Creed 2, in addition to God's Behaving Badly. Rashad starred in 4 films in 2020. Disney/Pixar's Soul, Netflix's fantasy musical Jingle Jingle, A Christmas Journey, Tyler Perry's A Fall from Grace, and the horror movie Black Box. Personal life. Rashad is a 3-time married man. William Lancelot Bowles Jr., a dentist, and the former wife were wed in 1972. They had a son together before divorcing in 1975. Following that, in 1978, Rashad wed Village People original lead singer Victor Willis. In 1982, they got divorced. After marrying former NFL player and sportscaster Ahmed Rashad in 1985, Rashad took on his surname. He asked her to marry him during a Thanksgiving Day football game pregame show on television. They had a daughter, Condola, the next year. In the end, the couple divorced in 2001. Wives of Phylicia Rashad. She had 3 marriages and had children 2 times. Performer in her lifetime, Phylicia Rashad has gone through 3 divorces. She did have children with her first and third husbands, despite not having any with her second. Phylicia Rashad rose to fame in the critically acclaimed television series The Cosby Show for her outstanding performance as Clair Huxtable, the spouse of Cliff Huxtable, played by actor Bill Cosby. Phylicia portrayed a married woman on screen, reflecting her own life of 3 marriages and divorces to musicians, sports journalists, and doctors. The first husband of Phylicia was a dentist. William Lancelot Bowles Jr. and Phylicia were wed in New York City in 1973. William Lancelot Bowles, i.e., Phylicia's son, was soon born to William, a dentist. Little is known about Phylicia's first marriage, which regrettably ended in divorce in 1975 when she married William Jr. Phylicia Willis was married to Victor Willis twice. With Victor Willis, co-founder and lead singer of the renowned disco group Village People from the 1970s, Phylicia fell in love once more. The creative force behind hits like Macho Man, YMCA, and In the Navy was Victor. The timeless tunes, which catered to a wide range of listeners regardless of sexual orientation, definitely included aspects of gay culture. Eventually getting married in 1978, the childless couple's marriage did not last, and they divorced after just 2 years. It's interesting to note that after their divorce, Victor's life took an unexpected turn. Later on, after her union with Victor came to an end, Phylicia got to know sportscaster Ahmed Rashad. Victor abruptly left the Village People in 2017 while filming their 1980 biopic, Can't Stop the Music, citing a business decision, according to the Chicago Tribune. He was replaced by the band's backup vocalist, Ray Simpson. Victor's journey was rocky. He went from abusing drugs to being listed as one of the nation's America's Most Wanted. But Victor turned the pages on his past and gained back the years he had lost. In the early 1980s, he briefly returned to Village People, but in a 2017 lawsuit, he was able to reclaim the rights to the Village People name. He replaced a few long-standing members of the group in a reorganization effort. While they toured and planned new releases, Will's Village People was still embroiled in legal disputes with former members. Willis, though, was said to have shown little compassion for his former members. Phylicia married Ahmed Rashad for a longer period of time than her former partners. Later on, after her union with Victor came to an end, Phylicia got to know sportscaster Ahmed Rashad. Their mutual friend and Phylicia's co-star on The Cosby Show, Bill Cosby, introduced the two. It was Ahmed who contacted Bill to introduce himself. Phylicia recalled Bill informing her of Ahmed's desire to meet a kind young lady consented to meet Ahmed, even though at first she didn't know him well. After Ahmed went with her to an award function in Hollywood, California, they began dating. Before the New York Jets and Detroit Lions Thanksgiving Day game in 1985, Ahmed made Phylicia an offer on live television. Ahmed was present for on-site coverage as the host of NFL 85, the pregame show on the NBC network. Bob Costas, his co-anchor, acted as the proposal's go-between while he was in the newsroom. Ahmed surprised everyone by making an on-air proposal. An estimated 40 million people saw this daring and original move. The crew of the show made arrangements for Phylicia to give her response in the Rockefeller Center studio at halftime because she was attending the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade in New York City at the time. Ahmad proposed marriage to the well-known actress without hesitation. She recalled being stunned by Ahmad's extravagant gesture and saying that she was caught off guard by his proposal. Phylicia and Ahmad wed in a private ceremony at the Church of the Masters in New York City not long after becoming engaged. At the ceremony, Bill and his longtime partner, Camille Cosby, had the privilege of presenting Phylicia to her spouse. Actress Debbie Allen, Phylicia's sister, was the matron of honor, and sportscaster and former football player O.J. Simpson was Ahmad's best man. Ahmad was not married to Phylicia for the first time. He was married once before and had kids. Having been married several times, his aunt taught him a lot about love. She told him to never give up on finding the right person, no matter how many times he had to try. Phylicia's son from William Jr., William I.A., was present at the couple's small-scale wedding, which had only 30 guests. Ahmad was questioned in 1986 regarding the key to a long and fulfilling marriage. Some people spend their entire lives trying to figure out what the secret is, the speaker stated. Half as many divorces would occur if it were that simple and apparent. In addition to sharing his ideas on what makes a successful marriage, Ahmad suggested that people who were celebrating 50 years of marriage, such as his parents, should be consulted for advice. After 16 years of marriage and what appeared to be a smooth relationship at first, Ahmad and Phylicia divorced in 2001. Dola, also known as Condola Rashad, is their only child. Information regarding their past, including the marriage proposal, was something that neither Phylicia nor Ahmad was willing to discuss. Ahmad did, however, state that his only treasures were fond memories of a beautiful moment in time. Divorces among celebrities are not uncommon in the entertainment sector. Recently, reality TV star Eva Marcel, singer Ariana Grande, and actress Sofia Vergara made headlines for allegedly divorcing their partners. Ahmad is supposedly married to South Florida-based psychologist Ana Luz Rodriguez Paz, while Phylicia appears to be unmarried. In 2016, the couple exchanged vows. The name ALRP Therapy was created by licensed clinical social worker Luz, whose initials were taken from her own name. She approaches her therapeutic work the same way she approaches her life, according to the company's website.